Okay, on this week's 5-minute lesson, we are talking about a concept called guide tones, specifically guide tones within a blues in G. So if you're interested in playing not just on top of the changes, and what I mean by that is playing one or two scales and kind of forcing that scale over all of the chord changes in a progression or in a blues. In other words, if you're interested in playing inside the changes, articulating the sound of each chord as it passes by, then guide tones are a handy thing to be aware of. Guide tones are, I kind of think of them as if you're distilling the chord progression down to its bare minimum. So each chord is kind of represented by just two notes here. And a specific, not just any two notes, but specifically the flat seventh and the major third or minor third of each chord. All right? And when you see these guide tones, it's very helpful to kind of connect chord progressions and have your lines land on a chord tone when the next chord arises. Okay, so here's the idea. If we're playing our blues in G, we might just play the flat 7, which is F, and the major third, which is B. So now this chord, or some version of that chord, is represented by two notes. Great. So when we go to the 4 chord, and in this case, bar 2, we're going to the 4 chord, which is C7. These two notes, F and B, we can just move down half a step for E and B flat, which is the major third and the flat 7th of C7. Check it out. You can kind of hear the chord progression going by. Back to G7. D minor. It's F and C. G7. C. G7. Now we're going into the turnaround. E7, A minor, D7, same thing, G, E. We could even do like a substitution here, right? Tritone substitution. So instead of A minor, playing E flat, 7, D7, and down to G7. That's really interesting. The substitution is cool because look at what happens if you play just the guide tones or the major third and the flat 7th of each chord. It becomes a chromatic movement. Very cool, right? So if you want to start getting into the chords up, or in other words, if you want to start playing the changes, I guess I should say, really digging into the chords rather than just playing a pentatonic scale or a couple of pentatonic scales over every chord in the blues, then start thinking about and start hearing these guide tones. So they'll be very helpful. Now, the truth is, it's really useful to force one scale or force one lick over all of the blues changes. That's a device that sounds really good. You know, you could play a really cool lick over all 12 bars of the blues if you want to. There's great examples of Wes Montgomery doing this stuff. I think it's Smoking at the Half Note on maybe No Blues. He takes an entire chorus that is just like two notes. You know, this is a great idea because you can create some tension, but that's not the only sound you want. You likely want to be able to create some more interesting lines by playing through the changes, right? So articulating those chords it will give you a lot of interest and cool sounds in your blues, all right? Guide tones. Think about it. Bye.